north orientation, and then I got my... He's a fighter. Look at that.
Open air outdoors.
Got a hit, I think, anyways. Lexi seems to think so. Hey, Lexi? Yeah, I said I got a hit and snapped my lure. Lexi. Back at it again. Thanks for tuning in. Lexi. I'm not proud of you. Great to be out catching fish. You may see in the camera, hopefully you can see it, it's a little bit hazy out here. We have fire bans in effect right now, and that's because we have some pretty large forest fires in my area. That's why it's all hazy, and it's okay. You can smell it in the air a little bit, but it's not a nuisance. But we're out on an overnight adventure, and I have a friend with me. Come along. We're gonna do some fishing, do camp out, and just be out in the backwoods. Let's go do it. I haven't had this happen to me in a long time, but I got a pike that nailed a pike that was on my line. Well, he does not want to let him go. Okay, there we go. I got both of them in my net. There we go. He finally let go of the little guy. Okay, let me get this rigged up here. First things first, let's get rid of the little guy. I got a little fish stick here. Tiny little pike. And he is got some pretty serious scarring from being nailed. Let's see if he's still alive. Yeah, and he took off. Okay, so let's take a look at the fish that nailed the fish. He's okay. The biggest pike of the day so far. Biggest fish of the day. And if you're wondering, the answer is yes, fish will cannibalize, as you just seen. All right, a few raindrops I need to cover up. Both me and the camera. Beautiful day just the same, even if the sun is not out, because it's all overcast from the smoke and a little bit of cloud cover, obviously, since I was caught in a little sprinkle of rain. Nothing to be too concerned about. It's actually quite beautiful out here. But my friend that I have with me, his name's Elliot. I'll introduce you to Elliot later. He is a ex-coworker. We used to work together not too long ago. He's moved on to something better, and he was looking to do a little bit of a camping trip, so reached out to me, and here we are.
To the boat.
What I like about a freestanding tent, if you're not sure where you want to put it, you can pick it up and move it, walk, right? So like I can crawl in there, lay down. Oh, there's a root over here. You can grab it, turn it a little bit, put it back down, go in, try it. Ah, okay. Right, versus the old school pin it down. You go in, it's one or two things. Either you undo your tent, start all over, or you live with the lump on your back. So that's the nice thing about the freestanding tent. You pick it up, you move it around.
Oh no.
Come over here.
Well,
Elliot, say hi to the community.
Hello.
Hello, community.
Hello, community.
All right. So I'm set up with my tent. He's got his hammock, and you know what? Why don't you walk us through your hammock setup?
All right.
Because I like the setup. I'm not a hammocker. I've never hammocked, and you do that kind of stuff. I'll move the camera over a little bit closer. You give us a tour.
Sure. It's pretty simple.
Pretty simple. What's your tarp size? Do you know?
Big enough.
Big enough?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's about 12 feet for sure.
Yeah, I went with a fair size one. Cover my gear, cover me.
Yeah.
This packs up nearly the same as some a little smaller, right? So it's kind of a good piece of kit. It's a nice material. It's from MEC.
Oh yeah, yeah, okay. And I noticed earlier you got a tie off in the middle. You can hang a light underneath there.
Yeah, multiple tie-off points all around it, in the middle at the top as well.
Okay.
I probably have it upside down. That's what's going on.
No. No, I don't think so.
No? All right.
They're waterproof on both sides though.
Anyway, yeah, a little cocoon bug net that's separate from the hammock itself, so I don't get bit in the butt.
So you got a ridge line. That ridge line is for the bug net alone, right?
Yep. Yeah. It's its own little standalone cocoon.
Okay.
And then double wide hammock and sleeping pad and sleeping bag and pillow.
Is it double zipper, like double-ended?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So is this the way you prefer to have it versus your ridgeline high up? You like to have it tight?
When you sit in here, this comes down.
Oh yeah,
a lot.
you're going to
You sit
sag down.
foot and a
Okay,
half.
I
So
get you.
This stays where it is, and then
Yeah,
everything else
okay.
gives you headroom.
Yeah, right on. Once you get in, you get that clearance over top of yourself.
Yep. And then I hang my pack up on the
Yeah,
little
you got your
straps.
daisy chain so you can hang your gear on your end at the end.
Yeah.
And then the bags are all sewn in so you don't lose your little bags. I can see that. That's a good idea. Eh? Everything is sewn in so you don't lose your little stuff sacks.
Yeah.
Why don't you give us a demo, see what it looks like in there.
All right.
Okay, let's move this camera closer. Yeah, you pretty much disappeared in there.
Yeah, you get wrapped up in it, and I'm not I'm not all adjusted right
Yeah,
now. There,
I was gonna ask how hard is it to adjust yourself? Like you get in, but you still got to fiddle around to get yourself in the right position, right?
Yeah, it's definitely not as easy as a tent to just get set up.
Yeah.
I find once I do get set up, I sleep a lot better, especially with all the rocky shore we have.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very, very difficult.
So
And if you have no choice but to grab whatever you can have, whatever shoreline, this is definitely the way to go.
and it does take a little bit of tweaking. I just kind of set up and haven't adjusted everything to my liking yet, but want to get set up and cooled off first.
And then we have the other thing is we're going to test this out here tonight. I'm going to throw Lexi in the hammock with you and see if it's how that's going to pan out.
Sounds good. I'm going to keep her there.
Awesome. Good stuff. Come on. Come on. Come on, Lexi. Come on. Come swim with me. Yeah, big girl. That's a good girl.
I thought you were a lake water dog.
Oh yeah, she is. She's just checking, make sure there's not something to eat there perhaps. Alexia gets she gets spoiled by everybody everywhere she goes.
Yeah. Awesome. I like this.
Can I have a look at it?
Yeah.
I know of them, but I've never seen one. I've never held one.
I just don't know if it's worthwhile buying one. 'Cause
Yeah,
they're pricey.
they command a price, eh?
Yeah.
But the filter is so big that you got a lot of space that is gone. But it is a nice, very well made setup, and you can feel it.
It's quality.
You
Absolutely.
can feel it that it's not crap. It's just the construction is very robust.
One thing I really like about it is also kind of its con, where you have to push really hard to filter the water out.
Yeah.
But you have to press it hard once. You're not
So-
always sucking, you're not always squeezing. It's do it once and then drink it like it's normal.
Yeah. So I'm going to do a little demo in front of the camera. I'll go fill this up. All right. You go like this.
I'd open the lid as well.
Ah,
if I were
okay.
you, so
Yeah,
it doesn't
let the air out.
pressurize.
Absolutely. Well, you don't have to push overly hard.
No, in the canoe it's a little trickier with the softer bottom.
Yes. Yeah, if you're in a canoe and you're wobbling and you're in the waves and all that, then when you get to the bottom, you don't have to twist it tight or anything. You just leave it be.
Tastes pretty good too, usually.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very nice setup, and you know, this is pretty cool. So the Sawyer squeeze, the live straw, and then I have my other live straw bottle, which is similar, well, not similar to, it's not a plunge like that. And here's a cool thing. I'm mostly a solo camper. You know that. I mostly solo paddle throughout the backwoods and all that. And what the cool thing is, every once in a while, I'll go camping with somebody. You're with me today, and it's cool to see other people's rig and their gear and how they do things.
Yeah.
It's nice to be able to go out and you can compare different gear and get different inputs, because you can go on the internet and you can read about this and that and blah blah blah. And at the end of the day, sometimes you wonder, you know, it's a lot of marketing, but nothing beats dealing with somebody who's using the product right there in front of you, and you have the opportunity to mess around with other people's gear. So that's pretty cool to be able to do that. Kind of like what I said earlier, where I'm going to throw Lexi in your hammock. That way it's perfect, because then I know if I want a hammock camp, I'll know if a dog in the hammock works or not.
Yeah.
Beautiful day. A light wind, probably hovering around the 28 degrees Celsius, that is. Out here, no flies. On the water, on the shoreline, the deer flies are out. We're pretty lucky. It was no mosquitoes so far, no black flies. They'll probably come out tonight, I imagine. But now it's just a matter of enjoying the water and see if we can catch a fish worth talking about. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put you on this side. Too small to keep. Bye, little fella. Geez, I thought I had another fish on my line right away. Oh, another beauty. Another real beauty. This one's a little bit bigger. That's why you always do it over the net or over the boat. Fish on. And I think it's going to be another walleye. Yes, it is. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. He's a little bit bigger. Careful, Lexi. About the same size. Look at that. That's a nice guy right there. Just a little guy. Yeah, he just came off my hook there, but that's okay. He was just a little guy. I would have thrown him back. Oh, I got something a little bit more substantial. And I think it's going to be a walleye. No, it's a pike. Oh, he's a fighter. Oh, I had a little bit of trouble putting them in the net. Oh, he's not happy. Definitely the biggest fish of the trip so far. And, whoa, big boy. Hang on here. I'm going to try to unhook him in the net. Perfect. He was hooked right in the corner of the mouth. Absolutely perfect. Couldn't ask for better. Okay. Wait, you got some good weight. Hey, Jesus. Hang on, big boy. I'm going to let you go. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Not a monster, but hey, careful. That thing's got teeth, Lexi. Yeah. Alright, a good pike. Okay. he's just like literally right on the surface. It's like he's thinking about what he's gonna do next. And he's off. Nice and slow. I love it when they take off really slow. Sometimes they just bolt, and sometimes they just hover and they take off real slow. I love it when they take off slow. Okay, that was an excellent release. Excellent hook set right in the corner mouth. Beauty. Okay, Elliot says he's hungry. So we're gonna head in, clean up those fish. Have a fish fry.
Like, this is nice. It's always nice to find new lakes.
Yep. But it takes time. Yeah, it's, you have to invest a lot of time, right?
Oh, for sure. That's a good idea. So where do you pack that big food bag or box container or whatever?
In my backpack.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I put it. That's what it's designed for.
Yeah, eh?
Yeah. Actually, that's a backpackers, a hiker's container.
Okay.
And the idea behind it, so you pack all your food in there, it's bear safe. And you gotta, although it looks the same, there's one side that's flatter. So you put this side towards where your back is going to be. So this slides in the middle of your pack.
Okay.
One side is your tent, the other side is your sleep system. That's the idea behind this design.
Gotcha.
Right? And the manufacturer says this is big enough for one person to have 7 days worth of food. And I would say you can probably put a lot more than that.
Yeah.
Depending what it is you're packing. But like if you were, like backpackers use those dehydrated meals, you know, Mountain House and that kind of stuff. They do take a lot of room, those bags, so I can see that. But if you were packing out rice and flour like bannock and that kind of stuff, you can pack more than 7 days of food in there.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. A little bit of red wine with fish. Yeah. Supposed to have white wine, but I'm not that refined.
Well, it's better than my whiskey and water.
I think Elliot is having fun enjoying my canoe out there. I'm thinking he's liking it just a little bit.
I like it.
Kind of hard not to like that, eh?
Yeah, it steers so nice. And I notice the wind doesn't bug it as much.
No, it actually cuts the wind, yeah. It's funny to say that, like you think a canoe will cut through the water, but it actually does cut the wind, yeah.
I find with the...
It has a low profile.
Yeah.
Right? So the sides are a little bit lower than, say, a true Prospector 16, for example, has high sides, and those high sides will hit the side of that canoe, with the wind will hit it and toss you around, right? And that has a lower profile, and you're sitting down low, and you're in the high position in the seat.
Okay.
If you were to put it in the lower position, right, your body does not hit, the wind doesn't hit your body as much. So you're lowering your center of gravity, your body is not a sail to the wind, and it's amazing how much that canoe will cut the wind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's... Holy.
Yeah, that's always the reaction with these potatoes is, holy, look at all the potatoes.
No kidding.
It's amazing when you get out of that little carton, eh? And morning of day 2, we have big breakfast. We're all fueled up. Elliot took care of most of the cooking this morning. It was awesome. Great breakfast. Bacon, eggs, hash browns. What else can you expect? But as you can see in the background, you can see it in the camera, I'm sure, still very hazy again this morning. All that smoke from those forest fires is still lingering in here. I got a solid hit on my line. It broke my lure immediately.
I had one right here. I thought it was on a log. I kept pulling my nose to it,
Really?
and then all of a sudden I got
Oh yeah, eh? Well, for me it was my mistake because I was still using my lure from last night, and like you can only catch so much fish with the same lure, right? Because it gets all frayed and compromised, right? And I should have changed my lure. What do we got here? Oh, he's fighting good. Oh, this one's getting drag out. Thinking probably going to be a good pike, or a decent pike. Come on, where are you? tire you out a little bit. All right. Easy, boy. He's hooked on the corner of the mouth. I'm going to see if I can unhook him in the net. Okay, I got him untangled. Let's have a look at him. Took a while because my hook ended up getting caught in the net. There we go. Not too bad. What do you think, Lexi? Let's let him go. Put up a good fight. That was a lot of fun.